Here we're asked to solve and include all of our real and complex solutions. When we're asked to solve, we're looking for the zeros, right? We're looking for the x values that would make this equation true or make the equation equal to 0. So let's find those roots and those zeros here by first looking at the possible rational roots here. Possible rational roots, the rational root theorem tells us that the possible rational roots are all of the factors of our constant, which in this case are 1, 2, 3, and 6, over all of the factors of our leading coefficient, which in this case is just 1. So when we're looking through that, that's really just positive or negative 1, 2, 3, and 6. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little guess and check here by plugging them in using synthetic substitution or synthetic division. I'm going to start with positive 1 just because that's always our easiest number. And I'm putting all of the coefficients down, bringing down the 1. 1 times 1 is 1. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1. 1 times negative 1. Then I add, then I multiply, then I add. Since this is not 0, it means that 1 is not a root or is not a 0. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in negative 1. And I'm basically going to go through all of these until I find one that gives me a remainder of 0. So 1 times negative 1, add that together, 0, and still no remainder of 0. So not negative 1 either. I'm going to move on to positive 2. And here I finally get my remainder of 0, meaning that 2 is a root, or x minus 2 is a factor of this whole equation at the top here. So what that means is that my equation would be x minus 2, and then what's left from here is x squared plus 0x minus 6. So that is the factored form of my polynomial. Now I could keep going and keep plugging numbers in here, but once I get down to this part here, I can actually see that I can solve both of these sides. On the left side here, I know x minus 2 equals 0, so x is going to be equal to positive 2. So that is one of my solutions. Then x squared minus 6 equals 0. I can solve by using square roots. So I get x squared equals 6, take the square root, and then I get x equals plus or minus the square root of 6. And that is as simplified as it gets here. Now, when I look back at my answers, right, I have 3 solutions. I have 2, I have the square root of 6, and I have negative square root of 6. 3 solutions. When I look back at my original problem, the degree is 3. Therefore, it makes sense that I have 3 answers.